So as you guys might know, I can never really be easy on myself, because that's just, why would I? There's no real option to. So when I looked at the list for the projects that we can do for this, I looked at the chef option and I thought to myself, yeah, we're doing that. Oh god, okay. So hi Mrs. Davies, in high class. So I chose this book, Breathing Underwater. It's about the dumbest book I've ever read. I'm not exaggerating on that. And do I regret, like, reading this? Absolutely. I mean, I'm not trying to be, obviously, I'm not trying to be insensitive to abuse victims, okay? I just want to get that out of the way. This does have some good things, alright? Just not that many. It raises awareness for domestic abuse victims and shows the warning signs of it, but besides that, it's just so extra. Alright, Alex Flynn, that the writer of this, you got away with so many things. You really put in a quote that was like, I watched as she entered her pen into her mouth. God, I wish I was that pen. So then, I just don't know. I don't know.
Casi 14 años sin ir a mi tierra, a donde nací. Ya todo ha cambiado, le ruego a mi Dios no se olviden de mí. Se murió mi madre y dice mi padre que ya está muy viejo y no quiere.
They're really charging me $7 just for blueberries. This is a raw moment. So I'm back from the store and I got the blueberries. So you know what we're doing, obviously. We're making blueberry muffins as the first dish, I guess you could call it. I'm not really sure. But we're making blueberry muffins better than your mama used to make, alright? Alright, so it is finally the next day, and I actually have some time on my hands to be able to do this. So the ingredients I'm going to be using for these muffins, you don't have to use like the exact things, like the exact measurements. You can be creative with it, just as long as you're not like too far off and create some sort of concoction, unholy monstrosity or whatever it is you make at home. So I'm going to be using 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of granulated sugar. I don't know what granulated means, but it's on there. 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil or olive oil. Doesn't really matter what kind of oil, just as long as it's oil. I mean, you can use motor oil for all I care. It doesn't really matter. Then we're going to be using 2 eggs. Don't mind the color of my eggs. Alright, I have organic chickens. You're going to need 1 to 1/4 of a cup of blueberries, or the blueberries, the ones from I cleaned yesterday. You saw that. I don't know if it actually made it into the video or not, but then you're going to need 3 cups, I mean, 3/4 of a cup of milk, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, or I don't know, yeah. Completely forgot to mention that this is an optional ingredient for those people who are daring this, whatever this is. Yeah. Now you are going to start by having 2 bowls. Alright, one of them you're going to use for your dry ingredients, like your flour, baking powder, stuff like that. Then you're going to have another bowl for your quote-unquote wet ingredients, I guess you can call it. Your milk, your oil, stuff like that. And this horrendous thing if you're adding that in. Yeah. So the first thing you're going to start off is you're going to put, oh my gosh, never mind. So you're going to put your 2 cups of flour into your bowl. Okay. You're going to have your 2 teaspoons of baking powder next. Can't have too much or too less. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, never mind. Have your 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Just gonna add that. Then you're going to have your half a teaspoon of salt. Alright? Don't judge where I get my salt from. It's my mom's, okay? Don't make fun of me. Please, don't make fun of me. Actually, you can make fun of me, just keep the jokes funny, okay? That's all I ask. Please. What you're gonna do with your dry mixture now is that you're just gonna take it and you're just gonna whisk it around. Just a few times. Make sure like it's all mixed up, I guess you could say. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take at least a cup of blueberries and you're gonna put them in there to at least coat them. Alright, don't be too hard on them, don't like make them pop. Well, I'm not gonna use this, I'm just gonna use this. Don't make them pop, alright? Just coat them in there. Alright, simple enough. Now what we're going to do with that, we're just going to put it off to the side, and now we're going to focus on our wet mixture, I'm pretty sure that's what you call it. Actually, wet mixture is kind of weird. We're going to add our sugar, just dump that in there, and then we're going to add our 2 eggs. Alright, simple enough. What we're going to do is we're going to whisk this together. Alright, should be simple.
Avec les anges si purs, la mer, bergère d'azur.
So now, once it's mixed enough, I guess you could say. Yeah, I guess. I have to add our 1/3 cup of motor oil and our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So by the way, I kind of forgot to mention that you have to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So yeah, you guys kind of got trolled. I got trolled myself. Okay, so I think I messed up by putting in the blueberries into the dry mixture first. Because it's going to be a lot harder to mix both of your dry and wet mixtures together now. So yeah, that's the thing. So then you're gonna add your milk. It looks disgusting because oil was in that before. Don't mind that. Then you just add your milk to your dry ingredients, and you're gonna put in your wet ingredients into the dry. You just put everything together basically. Now this is a lot more difficult than it's supposed to be, because I don't want to pop any blueberries. Don't do this to yourself, like my viewers. Please don't do this to yourself. This is just going to cause a lot more pain than necessary. Okay, I have no idea how, but I somehow managed to pull this off. Without like popping a single blueberry, I am a god at this. Alright, so I already did 2 muffins, but you just gotta be really careful to like not completely destroy it. I almost destroyed it on my second attempt, but let's see what happens. I am so bad, I already dropped like a ton. So I didn't have enough for the last 3 spots, and now my OCD is getting completely destroyed by this. And now we just have to put it in for 25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes, doesn't really matter. You can check on it with a toothpick to make sure that they're like all the way cooked or like baked. You want to make sure you don't go over time, because it'll make them completely dense and it'll ruin your happy muffin. So yeah. Alright, so now while we wait for those 20 minutes for the muffins to actually finish, the reason I'm making muffins is because you know how the blueberry, it looks like a bruised, but it just looks like a bruise. Okay, so it represents accurately what, if you read the book, Breathing Underwater, it represents the main character after I'm done with him. So yeah, I hate him. He sucks. I don't like him. You get it. Yeah. Alright, so about 30 minutes into the future, and with the magic of power and Filmora X editing software, we are now here, and these are the muffins. Come on, man. See, they are Mexican mom approved. Eat it.
Muy bueno.
Está muy bueno.
Ujú.
¿Ves? ¿Me estás mintiendo o estás en serio?
Está
Okay.
delicioso.
She says they're delicious, alright? Now you believe her. Make these yourself. Yeah, on to the next dish, I guess.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.